Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Vancouver, British Columbia for the final evening. Yes, tomorrow we are on the move. So today has been a very quiet day, resting up a lot, dealing with the effects of onions. Some of you may or may not know this. I have reactions to onions, which are not very pleasant. But got my laundry done this morning, and then the onions from last night. We were on a buffet last night on the ferry coming back from Victoria, and I had a quinoa salad, which as soon as I started eating, I thought, this feels like it's got onions in it, so I stopped eating it and anything that was touching it, and sure enough, onions were in there. So today I've been suffering the effects of those, as well as it triggered an ear infection as well. So I'm battling that right now. But come tomorrow, when it's time to drive from Vancouver down to Portland, Oregon, we are going to be back to 100%. So it's been a nice quiet day of just relaxing, dealing with the onion issue, and slowly throughout the day doing a bit here and a bit there to get Sparkles ready for our trip tomorrow. When I was heading out to do laundry, I got stepping out of the van, putting the stuff into my little pink wagon to take over there, and noticed a huge wet patch underneath Sparkles, and I was like, So Dad got down there, found the thingy that goes around the pipes with the screw that goes through it. Jeepers, I can't think of anything. The band that goes around the pipes that you then tighten at the pipe joint, whatever that's called, the thingamabob, had come loose. So he got all of that tightened up, along with a couple of others, and so Sparkles is no longer leaking anymore, which is awesome. I love the fact that that Dad's here to help solve these problems, because if it had been me by myself, it would have been, what do I do? No idea, no clue. But at least now I know to, when I get under there, look to see where the leak's coming from and tighten up the little bandy thing that goes around the pipes with the little screw thing. So me and my technical ability, oh jeepers. So I'm thankful that Dad was here to fix that for me. Like I said, it's been a nice quiet day, just relaxing, getting over this effect with the onions, getting over the ear infection. So tomorrow I will be back in tip-top shape for the drive through. We are making sure we have no open dairy, no fresh fruits and vegetables. We've finished them off tonight, so that when we go through border tomorrow, we're not taking across any fresh fruits, because looking at the line we saw the other day when we were coming into Canada, it was at least half a mile long to get back into the US. So we're planning on getting up early. We're getting Sparkles ready tonight. We're going to dump the tanks tonight. That's the grey tank and the black tank and the grey tank. We'll dump them tonight. We'll basically have just about everything disconnected. So in the morning, we just got to unplug the power, put the cable away, and then we're on the road. What's Dick got here? Love you, Day. Love you too, Dick. That little band thing, not a rock and roll band, though. No, not a rock and roll band. Not unless they cause pipes to leak at the join. Damn, I wish I could remember what it was called. He told me what it was called, and I can't remember. But that was hours ago. Anyway, so we're going to be ready to rock and roll out of here early tomorrow. The GPS says it's going to be like 6.5 hours to get down to Portland, but we've got to get through US Border Patrol, and of course we're in the RV, so we don't go the 75, 85 miles. We tootle along between 60 and 65, and we'll be going down the 5, so it should be easy traveling, and we shall see how long it takes. We will definitely take note of our departure time. I think we're planning to get on the road like around 6 in the morning to try and get through border control as quickly as we can, or as early as we can before the rush sets in. We had neighbours yesterday morning? The morning before, that decided that 4:30 was a good time to start their engine so they could pull their sides in, pull their feet up, all that sort of stuff. And then they left around 5 o'clock in the morning. The diesel engine starting at that hour of the morning is very loud. Very loud. Hopefully, Sparkle's engine will be loud, but not as loud as that, because they have a quiet time limit here. But obviously the people who are next door to us didn't get that message because the sites are so small. If you've seen the photos that we've got on our Facebook page, you see how small the sites are. They put their picnic table right under our slide out on the driver's side, which is where the dining room table is and the couch is. And the couch is folding out as my bed on this trip. So they were out there talking some language. I have no idea what language they were talking, and playing cards until at least 11:30 last night. They may have gone on longer, but last time I looked at the clock it was 11:30. They were still yabbering, and at some point I fell asleep and they went off to bed or whatever. But they were right outside my window, and of course there's not a lot of sound protection in these things, so noise does travel, and being nighttime, that travels even more during the night than it does during the day. So not sure what time they got to bed, but I hope they don't do a repeat tonight, because I will not be happy. I need a good night's sleep tonight. So I'm going to take my sweet dreams tonight to help me get to sleep, and wake up in the morning and the last of this ear infection will be gone, and the onion reaction has basically gone now, so we're good. So we'll be ready to rock and roll tomorrow and head on down back into the US and down to Portland. So tomorrow I will talk to you from Portland. Not sure what time I will be on. I'll try to be on at 8 o'clock, but can't guarantee that since I don't know how long this trip's going to take us, and it will depend what time we actually get on the road as well. So have a super fun day, and remember, no matter what happens, even though things weren't great today, it was still a super fantastic sparkling day, because I got some well-needed rest after the last 2 days of all that walking that we've done over the last 2 days. My body was happy just to chillax today as much as it could, and prep for tomorrow. So we will catch you tomorrow from Portland, Oregon. Until then, have a super fantastic sparkling evening.